Hi class 5. Welcome to the maths class. So today we are starting with a new unit, that is unit number 16, and what we are going to learn some of the geometrical fundamentals. Okay. So firstly, when we are going to start with geometry, we need to know some of the shapes, of sizes or structures, right? Geometry is all about this. It's nothing tough, nothing difficult. So we are going to start with the fundamental, the basic of everything of a geometry, that is the point. Okay. So what a point is? A point looks like this, right? Just a dot. Here, what this dot is doing or point is doing, it is occupying some of the space. Does it have any shape or size? No. Does it have any length or breadth? No. So how we can say a point is, it has certain characters, right? It has certain shapes. It does not have any shapes, but it has certain characters of its own, which differs it from any other characters. Okay. So what are the characters? Firstly, it occupies definite position, right? This point that I have drawn in the board, this is determining some position. I have marked this dot out here, and it is attracting your attention that it is occupying this definite position in this board, right? That means it occupies definite position. Number 2, now it does not have any length, width or breadth and thickness. Got it? Number 3, it does not have any shape. It's just a dot. A dot does not have, or it does not display any kind of definite shape and size. It is represented by a dot. Okay. And finally, when we are going to name a point, it is just one position, right? So we denote it by one alphabet. That can be anything, A or B or C, anything. Okay. So we generally denote it by O, or you can say it is denoted by any capital letter alphabet such as A or B or C or O, anything. Okay. Now these are the characters of a point. Now based on these points, how these points are lying, they can be of two types. So two type of point. Now I am erasing this part. First, the collinear points. And non-collinear points. Now what this collinear and non-collinear stands for? Collinear means when the point, suppose this is a point. All the structures in geometry, they will be made up of points, aggregation of points. Okay, so here when certain points which are lying in a straight line, or which are, when we are joining these points, that is giving rise to a straight line. Okay, so that is what we are calling a collinear, or not a, because collinear points are numerous points together, so they are giving rise to a straight line. Now non-collinear points exactly the opposite to each other, because I have already said that these points are scattered. Okay, in this board I can put points everywhere, and I can make out various kind of shape out of those after joining those points with each other. Okay, so here, as I have given rise to a straight line by joining these collinear points, similarly, when the points are in certain planes, say here, 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 or here, these points which are opposite, or which we cannot make any straight line out of those points, they are called non-collinear points. Now in this, here you can see I have taken many points and given name as A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to join these points. Okay, we can only join them by one manner. Okay, now this is how we get a line. Okay, so after joining so many collinear points give rise to a line. So a line does not have any definite length, because here are, I have just taken these 6 points. Now there can be numerous millions and billions of points are lying in this position and this position. So there are numerous points. Got it? So here there is no ending of a line. As much you want to extend, you can extend. There is no bar to it. Whatever you want to extend it, you can extend it. There is no fixed direction where you can extend a point. A line. So here what we can say, a line does not have any, no definite length. It does not have any definite length and no definite direction. This is how a line is formed. Okay. Now, coming to the line segment, how we take it from the word segment means it's a part. Okay. So, line segment is a part of a bigger line or a unending line. Okay. So, let's take a part, like take this B and till E. Okay. So, here how we are going to draw this line segment. We first draw 2 points B and E, and we block these points with 2 bar symbol or 2 just blocking lines. Okay, so this is how we represent. If this is the line, this is the line, this is the line segment. Okay, so what we can say by this, a line segment have definite length, right? So here, this is how we can say what a line segment is. And from there also we are going to get another concept that is called a ray. Okay. Now let's take an example that we are going to extend this point F toward this direction. Okay, so toward this direction, this arrow is denoting the direction toward the right hand side, and it's starting from F. Okay, now what we are watching, that it has a origin point. This point F is the origin point of this line, but it has no ending because it is extending and it is not stopping at any point, or there is no blocking point. So that is what we call a ray. A ray is always extending, continuously extending, expanding, but it has a starting point but no ending point. Okay, so if we are writing its character, what we can write, it has a definite starting point but no ending point. Number 2, it goes indefinitely in another direction. That means there is no definite how much it will go. Okay, so here what we can say there is a point G was there. Okay, so how we are going to denote a ray by F, G, and there is an arrow in the top. Okay, similarly, how we are going to denote a line segment, like this is B and E, B and E, and there is a bar on the top of it. That means it's a line segment. Whereas in this case, for a ray, that is F, G, and there is a arrow in the top, that means it has a starting point but no ending point. That means it's going indefinitely in a direction. It is denoted by an arrow symbol. Okay, so this in this class we have learned about point, line, line segment, and ray. Okay, so in our next class we are going to learn something more about the geometrical shapes and sizes.